Labour Party chieftain and former Edo governorship candidate Olumide Akpata has strongly criticized Governor Monday Okpebholo for threatening Peter Obi. The governor had warned Obi not to visit Edo State without permission, claiming his previous visit sparked unrest and loss of lives in Benin City. Responding via X, Akpata labeled the comments deeply troubling and totally unacceptable, stating that the governor lacks the authority to bar anyone from entering the state. He emphasized that Edo people are known for their hospitality, not hostility towards visitors like Mr. Obi, who had donated 15 million naira to a local nursing school. Akpata asserted that Obi doesn't need permission to visit any Nigerian state and urged Okpebholo to focus on governance instead of divisive rhetoric. He added that the governor's actions were in poor judgment, especially on Obi's birthday, when many Nigerians were celebrating him nationwide. We got the story that was yesterday or the day before yesterday of the governor barring Peter Obi from coming to the state. What's your thoughts on this story?
That was actually a news that came on Saturday or Friday, when the governor was receiving the campees of PDP lawmakers into APC. The occasion where Governor Okpebholo made the statement is not even an occasion that could have if you look just opposite, there is no relationship between the occasion and the statement that he made. And the statement, if you had listened to it, it was a direct threat. And as gullible as the people that were there, no apologies to them at all. I don't know if our people do listen to the leaders, or maybe they just go there and anything he spews out from his mouth, people applaud it. They were threatening a Nigerian citizen that by constitutional rights, he don't need to go to those states with a visa or police extract. And coming to the fact that he said Obi donated 15 million, and there was a crisis that led to death. He is the governor of the state. He should have the security report on his table, not me, Ugochukwu. I shouldn't be the one that the DSS or the security agency is saddled with that responsibility of investigating the primary and root cause of what led to the death of those 3 people. I'm not the person to give the marching orders for thorough investigation. If he want to link it to Obi, or if he want to come out and make such, unguarded statement about Obi to show, his dislikeness for him, to show his disaffection for the person of Obi, and also to, say it to Obi's face that I don't like your face. He should have waited for something or instituted something. Maybe if he had instituted a panel of inquiry, or security agencies have done a report and he said we have a white paper that has indicted Obi or connected Obi to the death of those people, that would be maybe it will now be an avenue for him to now say it, that the inquiry we instituted has come up with so thing, and based on that, we would like Mr. Obi to seek clarification before he comes to Edo State. That makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
That makes a lot of sense. But the way he has suddenly become, I don't know whether you really are in tune with the story of the dumb or the blind in the Bible, that they say that immediately the scar left him. He said, I'm seeing something like 3.
Men as trees.
I don't know how the person has got to know what is even 3 before now, if he's really blind. So Okpebholo, whom during his electioneering campaign period, we never heard from him. We never had him, just like in River State here, we are dragging the suspended governor. The time Nyesom Wike was fronting him, Nyesom Wike was his mouthpiece and everything. We are saying, this man, don't he talk? Can't we hear him? Can't we hear Fobara speak? Can't we hear from the person who is coming to rule us? That's what exactly the same pattern with which they package Monday Okpebholo to Edo people. I don't know if you're following my line of thought.
I'm following your thought.
So this particular governor, whom we never had him, even when he went to meet with Mr. President and they gave him flag, it was Oshomole what is his mouthpiece. And luckily again, Shaibu now joined them after he was outlawed by the former governor of those states in the person of Gospel of Obaseki. He now joined because he is an orator. I mean Shaibu Philip. So Oshomolo himself is just give him the mic. You can't take it from him. So they packaged him and brought him, fronted him for the people of Edo State to vote for. This is a man who, the same mistake, I don't know what Nigerian skit makers are waiting for. Because the way he even pronounced, I don't know if you listened to the video or what he said. He want to pronounce 15 million, he will say 1.5 million, and then he called, before he mentioned 15 million. Somebody that you are saddling with the responsibility of leading a people cannot pronounce.
No, we aren't talking about the personality.
No. He dragged Obi. This is me. This is my own
you are taking
line of thought.
No. Attacking the personality.
No, I'm not attacking. See, he brought himself to this place. You could see his Wayakle resort is flying everywhere. It is what you do that will make people drag you. But what I'm telling you is what I had. I said I didn't. Is not alleged. When he was dishing out threat to Obi and was trying to ridicule the 15 million Obi donated. I don't know, maybe you didn't listen to after this show, go and listen to it. So if you had listened to it, you wouldn't go the way you're going or interrupting my line of thought.
We are talking about his statement barring Obi from coming to.
But that is what,
like you said, based on security apparatus.
Hence,
Kaduna State governor also said the same thing.
Hence, Obi was not indicted, or there was no investigation linking him, or there is no white paper linking him. Can you allow me to make my input?
Go on.
This is the person, the governor that they gave state budget. He could not pronounce the words. He could not pronounce the numbers of the. And now he's using Obi to learn how to speak. He's a toddler. Obi has become their dumping ground. So any person that comes from nowhere will begin to, but they can't do it to other politicians. Can Okpebholo look at Atiku or Erufai and say, don't come to Edo State? Can he do it? Can he say it to any northern politician? Can he make that statement concerning any Yoruba politician?
Now, we aren't denying the fact that Obi is a citizen and has a right to enter any state. But it could be that the governor's security report must have told him that this is someone who has die-hard followers. So it could be that they reported to him that, okay, if he comes to Edo State, there is a possibility of thugs hijacking that opportunity to cause havoc. So based on that, that was what it could be what spurred the governor to make such statement.
Are we on an electionary campaign? Have we started an electionary campaign? Is there any of the Obi's visits, all this while, that's not been very private? Either he's visiting IDP camps or he's visiting communities to give his widow's mite. Even the visit he came to Edo State was not to a community. It was St. Philomena's School of Nursing. Obi's philanthropism has always been channeled to either churches or to either schools. So even for him, taunting Obi that the person that said he does not have shishi, Obi in his lifestyle or in his public life have not said that I don't have money. I was listening to a radio station yesterday when somebody said that even Obi, there is his business interest that is in Port Harcourt. The person was forcing the analyst to say it. He said no, but after the show I can take you to Obi. So Obi cannot be classified as a poor man in Nigeria. He cannot be classified as an above average. Obi is in the class of super rich in Nigeria. It's not that he chose to live the kind of lifestyle, modest lifestyle. I don't know whether you heard when FCT minister taunted him. You know, this particular line, Okpebholo told now, he must have been getting it from somewhere. That is why I said Obi is becoming their dumping ground. Rain or mockery will come from this place. What the Kenneth Okonkwo will come to this place. FCT minister will come from this place. FCT ministers made mention last month that we visited some certain big man when he was a governor who claimed that he don't have money. That the wine he served them. If I don't, there is a meal I'll be preparing in my house. Somebody will ask me, do you have a visitor? Because ordinarily, I may not be spending that kind of luxurious money to prepare that kind of meal. I don't know if you get it. So if somebody and you as a human person entertain people according to their class. There's something I will come to your place now. There's something you give me. If somebody like the councillor representing your ward is coming, is that the same? Is that even the number of friends you invite to come and receive the person that you invite to come and receive me? So each human being will have our peculiarities, and that is why we say all fingers are not equal.
Okay.
So for the fact that Obi was a governor and those caliber of people are visiting him, even what you don't take, you will serve your guest. I don't smoke. I don't even stay where people smoke. Because one time I was in school, I went for an X-ray, just that I stood where somebody was smoking. Within few minutes, when I went to the X-ray, all my lungs were blocked. Doctor started asking me, do you smoke? I said, I don't. He gave me another 3 days before I came to repeat the X-ray. So, what you don't eat, your guest comes. You eat it. You serve your guest.
Okay, so
and if I serve my guest, that does not demean my personality or the kind of things I take as a single person. So for them to be bringing like Okpebholo said, people that say that they don't give shisha, that he don't have to. Obi said the thing is that shisha of a thing came from the line of thought that we don't give bribe for people to come and vote. Obi said you need me, just like Buhari said. Buhari is another politician in the class, they let Muhammad Buhari in the class of Obi, that when he comes out, he don't need to give people money to vote him. He has that aura, that grace that is following him, that people even contribute for him to say, Oga, come and serve us. Because if leadership is service in Nigeria, we shouldn't be bribing people. So Obi in his nature, and people that have come to believe in the ideology and the philosophy of Obi politics said, I will not give you money to come and pay for me to serve you. And that is what how it ought to be. We just recently witnessed a Trump emergence. You saw people came together and said, this is the person we want, and they put in their money. From the account of the people that manage the obedient funds, you could know how much they realized, even from outside the shores of this country. People that believed in him. So for Okpebholo to now begin to pick rhetorics of the other people I've mentioned, and the recent one that happened, the governor of Benue State, okay. After he banned Obi from coming to his state, what happened? He was under his nose. People came and massacred his people. Till today, what did he do? Otom saw it and left APC for PDP to save his people so that he can be able to talk. This is what Governor Otom saw. He was in the mainstream of the party. I think everybody is saying, let us align with the center so that we can get what is due to us. Why didn't the center under Muhammad Buhari save the people of Benue State? Today, what is happening in Benue? The same APC that Otom left is now in saddle in Benue State. So how can somebody be painting to me that let my state be in the center so that I can be protected? Can somebody be able to make it make sense to me? That the alea is in the saddle in Benue State and his people, and every day people are being killed in Benue State. So when you juxtapose what came out from the mouth of the governor of Edo State, which Akpata is now refuting, trying to rewrite the narratives and say that Edo people are not like this, because of the back and forth and all the banters he has received, he's now beginning to shift. But all of us, he didn't speak in the language of Edo people. He spoke English language, the one he can muster, because I didn't see him as a man of many words. But the ones he could muster, that he spoke with force, dishing out direct threats to Peter Obi, to the person of Peter Obi. Like Akpata is saying, what have you laid on ground for the people of Edo State that you ought to give the dividends of democracy? The dividends of democracy, is it to banter Obi?
Nonetheless, are you trying to say the governor wasn't absolutely right in saying Obi's visit is a threat to its state?
Obi's visit is not a threat. One, we are not in the electioneering campaign, and they don't forget that Obi won Edo State landslide. And the South, the headquarters of course, the dynamism of Edo politics is neither here nor there. The average Edo man, you cannot buy his conscience. When it was happening, I was not in Nigeria. I don't know whether I can refer you to one of my clips. I said when I was granted interview about when some commissioners, people were resigning from the cabinet of former governor Obaseki in droves when he was seeking second tenure. He was going, and immediately Bola Ahmed Tinubu came in and made that statement, and people now say the Edo is not Lagos. I knew that the dynamism will change. I have not seen a governor on seat that they stripped of members of his cabinet to what happened to Obaseki. Even his SSG resigned. That was why I was against him when he was having that issue with Shaibu. Shaibu stood with him. How many lawmakers were with him? He came with only 6 or 7. So you could see that the us were against him. But all these people that are making those rhetoric, Tinubu will win landslide. I have 2 million. Like Okpebholo said, Tinubu will get 2 million, 2.5. Let him go and check INEC record and see whether a president has got 2.5 million votes. Or it will start happening now that Nigerians are hungry. So you will see that these people that are trying to play to the gallery and satisfy and deceive their paymasters at the same time. Is it hence somebody like Obaseki, that was the first governor to pay 70,000 as minimum wage, could not get his people to vote Atiku to win the presidential election in Edo State? Do you understand what I'm saying? Is it Okpebholo that can go on campaign now? Right. What are the ways Okpebholo will use and tell the Edo people to vote against Obi?
I believe your point is
and obedience. So the governor, if you want to put things right next time, he should tell his people that because of social thing that happened, headers are killing people in his state. What has he made any concerted effort to stop it? So where he's now coming up, the person he will use in learning how to make public speech, because this is the first time I was even hearing him make a public speech. So it's now Peter Obi that he's using as a toddler to learn how to make a public speech. It is very unfortunate, and I'm happy that Edo people are replying him, and the governorship candidate of Labour Party in the person of Akpata has come out to refute and tell him that he should face governance. Obi is not his problem.
Thank you, Mr.
in Edo State.
Thank you for your opinion on that.